What's up, Blaze? Okay, I think we're good. Oh yeah, birthday was good. I appreciate it. I forgot I mentioned it. I don't usually like to mention. Is it just me? But like, I sometimes hate bringing up, oh, that it's my birthday or something like that, or that it's happening soon or anything like that, because, you know, I don't know why, but for some reason it makes me feel like people will think you're begging. It's like, oh, I want them to say happy birthday to me or something, you know. I don't want people to feel like, oh, he's saying that because he wants people to say happy birthday to him. Homie, that's not what it is. I don't know. That's just a weird thing. I don't know. But I gotta stop acting like that. But I felt like that for a while. I moved the camera placement, so it's a lot different now. I guess like I could do it like that. I don't know. My microphone is so much higher right now too. I'm gonna see this jerry rig setup I have. I want it too low to where I can't freaking have my thing up. No, I'm saying on my birthday tree, give me your money. Yo, maybe I do gotta be like that. Right, Jarita, you should be like, give me all the money. Yo, I mean, like, if you notice, I never stream on my birthday. I think I streamed on my birthday one time. I think I got $100 donation that day, but that was years ago. I don't even think I hit 1K yet. I might have hit 1K, or it might have been right around the time I hit it. But like, I've never streamed it on. I've always felt that way, where it's like, bro, people are gonna think you're begging, dude. You're gonna think you're begging. You know, it's like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I've been 25 for, it's been like 4 days since then now, but I'm liking it. I'm liking 25. I'm feeling the urge to be older, to act older. Appreciate it, Data Goose. I'd be outside. I forget. I don't know. I kind of keep my birthdays close to home and stuff these days. My hair looks crazy right now. It was in barrel rolls for the last few days. I untwisted it so I can wash it, but I didn't get the chance yet because today has been a busy day. It's been a busy day. Also, I guess I could turn this music off and just have the game up. Crap, I hit credits. No. Yes, I don't want to see the credits. Wait. Oh my goodness, the controller's upside down. Okay. Yes. So, a few things I want to say before I go back to the comments. This stream is sponsored by Square Enix. Ooh, the music did not turn off. There we go. This stream is sponsored by Square Enix. They were kind enough to send me a copy of the game on PC. So much love to them. Yeah, that's it. It's nice to see people who care about you come and say happy birthday. I haven't played this game. I haven't played it either. Now, I kind of double dip for this game. Well, I guess I didn't technically double dip because I didn't buy it the second time, but I did buy it on Switch. So I will disclose that this is a blind playthrough. However, I did play the first mission before. Played it when it came out. I played it on PC once because this is going to be a game that will get a retrospective at some point. But because I'm so booked, I say this at the end of the World Ends With You video that's, you know, being made right now already. The script's already done. I just need to record it. And after this stream is done, I will go and record that and begin editing it. But I basically say, so we get this done at the beginning of the stream, that I'm really booked for the end of the year. All videos for the rest of this year, unless they're spontaneous ones like Crisis Core Reunion and Pokemon Gen 9 and maybe Sonic Frontiers. All videos are already locked in place for the end of this year. As of right now, the things we have queued up are Octopath Traveler, The World Ends With You, Neo, The World Ends With You, and Nier Replicant. If I have time, I would like to get Nier Automata done as well, but it's possible that we'll have to end up having Nier Automata be one of the earlier videos next year. And as I've kind of said before, I've finalized the series that I would like to prioritize next year. The series that I'd like to prioritize in terms of mainline retrospectives are Final Fantasy, Trails, and Fire Emblem. Originally, I was kind of stuck between Dragon Quest and even Pokemon and stuff. Pokemon retrospectives will happen. Dude, like, I have such a cool idea. I was telling a friend about how I plan on doing Pokemon videos. So that, like, basically they'd probably all be Nuzlocke just to make it more difficult. But like every Pokemon would have their own name and stuff like that. But the Pokemon retrospectives would basically be travel journals or travel logs. Is that green screen thing there? Yeah, it's because it's too dark. I hate doing this because I look freaking too bright. But they basically be travel logs. So it's like the trainer is writing in a journal as he goes along and stuff like that. You know, today I went by Vermilion City and stuff like that. You know, this Pokemon, my boy True Dragon kind of started chasing this dog around and everything, gotten on the nerves of the local, you know, shop clerk and stuff like that. You know, just things like that would be so freaking cool, dude. As it like you progress, you talk about each person you met, you know, along your way, you know, make up little stories between like the random like travelers you meet, like the random trainers you'd have to fight. Dude, I feel like that'd be so freaking cool. Is that just me? I feel like I'd make those really freaking cool. Imagine reviewing every mainline Pokemon game in one video. That would be like a long video. There's already a 5-hour video on just the Gen 3 remakes. Thanks, Square. Yeah, so what I've heard about Triangle Strategy is that the game is good, the story is good, the characters are good, but this is what I need to get into here. The English voice acting is terrible from what I hear. It's not necessarily that the acting itself is bad, but the direction was really bad here. That's what I've heard. And I've heard that basically unanimously from practically everybody I've seen, which sucks. I think the only person that didn't say that was Yaya. But basically, other than that, everybody I've asked all said the voice acting, like the voice direction was bad. Not Xenoblade 2 bad, but like bad enough to where it's a completely different game when you play it in Japanese. So I decided that I will play it in Japanese. I know there's this stigma when, you know, you're playing a game in Japanese, you know, on stream, it kind of disassociates the viewers, you know, and I kind of really don't want to do that. But honestly, I think the trail streams did pretty well, you know, despite being in Japanese, you know. But I mean, I just feel like that's a really closed-minded, I feel like that's a really closed-minded perspective, you know. I don't think Japanese games need to be played in Japanese, you know, because at the end of the day, you have to remember that's the localization team. If you're playing with Japanese voice acting, you're not, because you don't speak Japanese, you don't actually know what they're saying. You're just reading whatever the localization team tells you they're saying. And whatever the subtitles say is also what the English voices are saying. So you're not really getting the true experience unless you speak Japanese anyway, you know? And even then, I feel like it's very rare, at least for me these days, to find an English dub that I genuinely don't like. Maybe it's because like they have this crew of like 40 English voice actors that are just good at everything, and they just keep using those same people. But the thing is, they do the exact same thing in Japanese too. I played the first mission in Japanese, and I recognized practically everybody. The main two characters in this game, well, the main character Saranoa and the prince, his best friend, they're voiced by Giorno from JoJo Part 5 and Bucciarati from Part 5. Two actors that I've recognized from multiple different works. It's the same thing, dude. I mean, that's fine, but sometimes you also remember, look at the situations like Resident Evil and Metal Gear Solid, two series that take place, you know, that are American based stories made by Japanese people. You know, Resident Evil takes place in America. Metal Gear started in America. You know, I usually don't care if it gives you English voice acting. I usually just go with that. I agree. I'll always stick with English voice acting unless I hear otherwise. Like, I'm watching reviews of the game because I wanted to know how the PC port played, and every review is just telling me go with Japanese. So I'm like, that kind of sucks. And I've heard the English voice acting. And again, the direction feels like there's not enough energy put in it, I guess. I mean, we can switch, right? We can switch, right? So I'm not doing any special run for Triangle Strategy. I'm not doing any special run. I've never played this game before. I'm new to strategy games. You know, I'm not comfortable doing anything special. I've never played Final Fantasy Tactics, never played the original Tactics Ogre. You know, the only strategy games I've played are a couple Fire Emblem games, and that's it. I'm kind of surprised that one of these HD 2D games didn't have voice acting that was just approved by everybody. You know, maybe because like Octopath Traveler's English voices, dude, freaking rock. The battle quotes, dude, are great. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and get started here. Again, I'm sorry for people who want it in I'm sorry for the people who want it in English, but I'm going to stick with Japanese here. I know some streamers are scared to play it. Like, I know I have a friend who wants to play a specific game on stream, but they hate that they can't play it in Japanese because they know they'll alienate their audience. I mean, okay, how about this? We'll start it off in freaking English, but if it really is that bad, if it ends up being that bad, I keep hitting the mic and I'm really sorry. If it ends up being that bad, then we'll change back. We'll change to Japanese. So, all right, we're gonna hit normal. This can be changed later, so I'm not gonna go on easy or very easy. So don't worry about that. So I'm gonna play normal.
On the faraway continent of Norzelia, 3 mighty powers reigned.
Are you guys able to hear the game well enough?
The kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Norzelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron.
I feel like I recognize this actress from something.
Desert, the holy state of Hyzant, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt, is central to life. With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these 3 powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War.
Nah, Tales of Arise in English is too freaking good. Look at this. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care how bad a game's voice acting or anything's voice acting may be. If it's got Ray Chase in it, I'm playing it in English. I'm sorry. Ray Chase is just like my goat. If Ray Chase is in it, or like Yuri Lowenthal is in it, dude, you know, or Billy Kometz, rest in peace, you know, if any of them are in it, it's getting played in English, bro. They are way too good. Way too good. And Erica Lindbeck in Tales of Arise 2, dude, her voice is perfect. She has a perfect voice. Obsessed with all of her roles.
Demise, the 3 powers at last negotiated a truce. The Norzelia Consortium is formed, a neutral organization that oversees fair trade of iron and salt. Finally, peace came to the realm. 30 years pass. Now, a new bond is set to be formed between the Grand Duchy of Esfrost and House Wolffort of Glenbrook, whose power in the kingdom is second only to that of the royal family itself.
That happens in Japan too. Honestly, that happens more on the Japanese voice side than the English voice side. Look at the voice actor for Cloud. You know, the voice actor for Cloud from Final Fantasy, he just got exposed for having cheated on his wife for the last 10 years. There was another actor recently who cheated for a night and lost his job for everything. You know, Japan is quick, and not only will they change your voice, but in a lot of these Japanese games like Yakuza, for example, they model the characters off of real people, they're actual actors. They'll also completely face swap the characters when something happens too. It's crazy. Like if you look at like the old versions of these Yakuza games and stuff like that, like Judgment was a big one too. If you look at like Yakuza Ishin, it's like a samurai retelling of Yakuza. If you look at the game before and after, you could probably find it on like GameSpot or Game Explain, where it has like side-by-side comparisons. It's completely different actors for the same characters, because some of them have gone to jail. You know, some of them, like one got caught smoking weed, he lost his job. It's crazy. Japan, they don't play any kind of bad rap at all. You're gone. In America, they're like, well, in the West, they're strict with it too. But still.
Good morning. Congratulations, my lord. The future of Wolffort is looking brighter than ever.
Today's the day, is it not? We're all ready for the big moment. Thank you, everyone.
What was that line delivery?
Lord Serenoa.
Bro, he is not yelling. I'm sorry.
So, you were here after all.
Ah, Benedict. It would seem word has reached the people already.
I do like his actual voice though.
That he couldn't refrain from blabbing the news to anyone who would listen. I'll have a talk with him after.
This is a momentous day, not merely for our domain, but for all of Glenbrook. I do not think it possible to keep it a secret.
This is well and true, my lord, but you must consider your betrothed's lineage.
I'm well aware of the situation, Benedict. I cannot say for sure what repercussions this may have. What I do know is that the people rejoice for us and harbor hope for the future. As the future Lord of House Wolffort, I must rise to the occasion.
Fine resolve, my lord. As House Steward, I will do all in my power to assist.
Thank you, Benedict. It is heartening to have the support of my father's right-hand man.
I would say support Star Ocean because that game needs it. But if you haven't bought Neo The World Ends With You on Steam, I would recommend buying that instead. And if you do have that already, then I would recommend you save that money for Pokemon. Oh yeah, I forgot you're a PC gamer.
Then, my lord.
So soon? I had thought we would have more time.
The river's waters have risen with the heavy rainfall earlier this week. And given the wind...
No, it's not that I don't like Star Ocean 6. I just know nothing about it.
will arrive ahead of schedule.
You never cease to...
Also, I'll always put like The World Ends With You series getting support over something else. Neo The World Ends With You is one of the best games I've ever played. I would recommend you have played the first game though. At the bare minimum, watch the anime for the first game if you haven't already. The anime is definitely not a replacement for The anime is definitely not a replacement for the actual game like Square thinks it is. It's definitely not. I've been playing for 44 minutes because I've had the game open. Yeah, I just beat it on Switch emulator. I bring that up in my video. The game plays perfect on there, especially when you set it to undocked. It literally just plays perfect on there. Beat the whole game that way. I think that's the best version of the game.
Lady Frederica, there is no one here to receive you.
He will be along shortly, no doubt. If I have heard true, he is not the type to keep a lady waiting.
By your leave, then. We wish you everlasting happiness, my lady.
Thank you. I shall work hard, both for my new home and for my motherland. Please let brother, the Archduke, know that.
As you command, my lady. We leave the rest to you, Gila.
I shan't let you down.
Yeah, Sonic's gonna be great. Honestly, that comes out in like a little over a week. So if you, honestly, if you're able to, just save for that. I mean, the fact that, like, again, Switch emulation for The World Ends With You is literally perfect, and I've literally played that game like a PC game, just goes to show you that it would have been ported to PC already if Square cared.
That said, it would seem we've arrived ahead of schedule.
Square is just such a strange company. I know they sponsor in the stream, and I appreciate that, but y'all are a weird company, bro. Like, making an anime for The World Ends With You instead of pouring money into porting it to all platforms. Shadow dropping Neo 2E on Steam with no marketing whatsoever, with Persona 5 Royal dropping like a day or two after that. I think Sonic comes out on the 8th.
I much prefer it to being late.
I mean, the Square is even weird like that with their bigger series. I mean, look at freaking Crisis Core Reunion, which only got like 2 trailers, and we're already nearly like a little over a month away from it, you know. And look at freaking Kingdom Hearts on Switch. Kingdom Hearts on Switch is something that everybody's wanted for a long time, but they ended up getting cloud versions, bro. Cloud versions, you know, when they just poured all that money into porting a native port of Nier Automata on Switch, and people saying Kingdom Hearts 3 wouldn't work or it's too much for the Switch. Nier Automata's on Switch. Astral Chain, Bayonetta 1, 2, and 3 are all big action games on Switch, and you telling me Kingdom Hearts 3 wouldn't be able to run? Y'all are insane. Y'all are coping. It makes no sense. It's easy, Blaze, because they do not care. They literally just don't care.
Why don't we go for a bit of a stroll?
It sucks because, you know, they're like, if you look at like the discussion boards for the game on Steam, some people don't even know if this is supposed to be a remake of the first game. It's like, is this a remake or a sequel? You know, and it's just like they don't know anything about this game. I have a friend who loved the first game, and they didn't find out till last week that there's a sequel for the game, and the game's been out for like 2 years.
Most are not inclined to grant liberty to one of Rosellan heritage, such as me.
The fact that Nier Automata's Switch version has the highest resolution of that game next to this PC version. Honestly, it's the most consistent version. There is no real frame rate drops. It's 1080p docked. You know, the PlayStation version is freaking 900p. The PC version frame skips like crazy, and you have to try to download some mods to try to fix it, and even then the mod doesn't fully work because cutscenes still lag in the PC version, and they never fix that. So literally the Switch version is the most consistent version. It's 30 FPS, but at least it's consistent.
Of course. It is the only memento I have of my mother.
I haven't even heard anything about the Uncharted port. Dang, Rock hurt that bad.
Thank you kindly, little lady. Letting a whole boatload of guards go back home was a stroke of genius.
I think there was more marketing for Sackboy coming to Switch. I mean, coming to PC, but neither of them got decent marketing. It's funny, Sega put more time into marketing their years-old game than Square's putting into new games, bro. That is insane to me. One thing you can give to Sega's gonna market their games. You know, they're gonna market their games. Whether they flop or not, they might not be that high quality. They might lack polish in some areas, but dang it, they gonna market their games. They gonna market them games. You know Sonic Force is coming out.
Stand back, Frederica. I shan't let them have you.
Yeah, I'm glad Uncharted's on PC now because I've wanted to go through the games again, but honestly, playing on my PlayStation is just kind of annoying. That's probably the only reason I haven't beaten Ys 8 yet. Because I love Ys 8. It's an amazing game, but playing on my PlayStation is just annoying. I'm so tired of Persona 5, bro. Give me Persona 6 already. Or give me Persona 2. Give me Persona 4 too.
Make your little hostage and wring every last coin out of the duchy and house Wolford.
Wait, that Uncharted collection doesn't have 1, 2, and 3 in it? It's just 4 in Lost Legacy? What? I thought it was like all the games. Or at least 1, 2, 3, and 4. What? You're crazy. That is that's.
And that lady looks like she's from Hyzant. Did we go after the wrong boat?
Impossible. Ship was full of Frosty soldiers.
Enough. I am without a doubt.
Have you bandits no shame? Attacking 2 innocent women?
And just who in the hell are you?
In Orzelia, 3 major guiding convictions prevail: utility, morality, and liberty. These take the form of invisible parameters that are influenced by the choices you make throughout the game. Your decisions will shape Serenoa's convictions, as well as influence which companions may choose to join his cause. We have, so in a way, this game is kind of like a decision-based game. Who are you exactly? A band of common brigands from the looks of it. You need to know who. Surrender now, we can resolve this peacefully. You two bear a striking resemblance. Might you be father and daughter? I mean, I know because I've played this mission before. Even if you pick this, he still brings up that they're father and daughter, and they admit to being brigands. I mean, why would they deny that? Look at them.
You need to know who. Surrender now, and we can resolve this peacefully.
Do you even know who you're talking to, boy? We don't do anything peacefully.
Just wait for Miles Morales. And it's funny because, like, I don't know if it was just me, but Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man on PC just did not run well. I have a 3070 in my computer, and it was just, I could hardly get over 60 FPS.
Got that right. But if you surrender now, we'll spare your miserable lives.
It appears they're not keen to listen.
Indeed. They don't strike me as the type to be swayed by logic.
Quit your whimpering and just accept you're done for.
Next stream, I might move the face cam. I mean, the text is very dynamic. Sometimes it's on the top, sometimes it's on the bottom. It's all depending on the placement of the characters and the direction of the camera. So it's like face cam just hard for this. So maybe I'll put it in the top left, maybe I'll put it in the top right. I don't know.
To arms, my lord.
Yeah, it was when it first released. I haven't tried it since.
both of you.
No, we fight together. I brought this upon us through my indiscretion. Pray allow me to help.
My lady.
I am a teacher of the arcane arts, and Frederica is a most apt pupil.
I can assure you we shan't be a burden.
Then I ask for your support from the back lines.
And you shall have it.
Why didn't you tell me you were having such fun? I would have joined you sooner.
What are you doing here?
I feel like the acting is better than I remembered, but
Let's talk later. Now, I believe we have some lawless ruffians to rout.
I will definitely admit that it's definitely not better than the Japanese ones. Benedict's aptitudes in battle, unwavering support with a strategic edge, aids comrades with various support abilities, alters the turn order of his allies. Yep. Frederica's aptitudes in battle, a pyromancer whose fire ignites chaos on the battlefield, casts sweeping spells to assail multiple allies, can use fire spells to set flammable squares ablaze. Sheila's aptitudes in battle, brings balance to the battlefield with powerful healing magic, specializes in HP recovery magic, healing spells are even more effective on allies in mortal danger. RE2 remake, have fun. RE2 remake's great. RE2 remake's great. Definitely better than 3. I pick up and play 3 more than 2, but that's just because it's shorter and less puzzles.
Orders, my lord?
Give them no quarter. We cannot allow brigands to have the run of Wolfort.
Just who are these people anyway?
Now, Benedict.
In battle, positioning and turn order are 2 keys to victory. Attacks from higher ground than that of your target deal increased damage. Attacks from behind are guaranteed to score a critical hit. A mark will appear when you can perform a back attack. The order in which units take action is determined by their speed attribute. Upcoming turn order is displayed via the AT bar at the bottom of the screen. Camera controls. Yep.
Think you got what it takes to best my family? Fools, the lot of you.
Yeah, I mean, the voice acting is not that bad.
Coming through. Give them a fight, man. Distinguish yourself in battle and you receive your due reward.
I like the music in this game too. Blue panels within movement range but out of enemy's range of attack. Purple panels within movement range and enemy's range of attack. Red lines indicate enemies that can attack the unit. Or red panels indicate your attack range. Yellow panels indicate the area of effect for the selected command.
We do not take kindly to thievery here in Wolfort. You will pay for your crimes. From where shall we strike?
Ooh, that frame rate. I know y'all aren't seeing it like me, but like, dude, that's ace, bro. I'm at like 300 FPS right now. That joint is crisp. Okay. I've played this mission like 5 times, by the way, but like, I feel like out of like the 5 times I've played it, I've had somebody die like twice. Last time I played it on PC, I had Frederica die. In this menu, you can choose which command to issue to the selected unit. It's split into 2 tabs, actions and items. Toggle left and right to change tabs. In the action tab, you can choose whether to use a normal attack with the unit's weapon or a unique ability. Abilities consume TP, and units regain 1 TP at the start of their turn. The item tab contains a list of items shared by the entire party. With few exceptions, a unit can only perform 1 action or use 1 item each turn, so choose wisely. Miss! I've never seen him miss like that. I'm gonna put my back towards this wall so they can't hit it. Serenoa, come on, homie. Can't have you missing like that. How about you go get a job, hippie?
Our land has no place for those who disregard the law. I shall try my level best.
See, I like before the game came out on PC, since I already owned it on Switch, I did try playing it on emulator, and it did run really good. like with a really high frame rate. But from I looked at like the discussion boards, and they were saying that it runs really good for a while and everything, but it does end up it like halfway through the game it starts just like the graphical errors are just crazy.
Shall we make it a contest, my friend? Let us see who brings down more of these ruffians.
I feel like I recognize that guy.
Whatever would I tell your father if harm were to befall you?
Yeah, the Switch emulator is great. I mean, I try to only emulate games I actually own. You know, if I don't own it, then I try not to emulate it or anything like that, because I could just buy it. You know, like I was going to emulate Kirby, but I was like, I'm not going to do that because my brother owns Kirby, you know, the new Kirby game. So I was just like, I'm just going to play it off him. So that's what I'm going to do. Like games like The World Ends With You, the fact that you either are stuck with playing it on the actual Switch with forced motion controls or play it on the DS, which Square doesn't even make money from anymore, nobody will really blame you if you emulated that. Though I do think the motion controls for the actual Switch version aren't bad. I streamed through the entire game like that. Some of you guys might have even been there for that. So I don't personally think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I play VR, so I'm used to motion control type games. I don't like to emulate games that often because unless I have to, because well, one, a lot of the games I play are for content, and I like to avoid emulation with content making as much as I can. If I can avoid it, I will. If I can't, then I just won't. I'm not going to worry about it.
Cool heads shall prevail. Be at ease.
This will help.
R is to speed up.
Defend ourselves from this danger that threatens us.
But yes, the Switch emulator is very good. The emulation is good, but I know what people are worried about isn't necessarily the emulation. Ooh, actually, this hit him pretty good.
With the powers in me.
Just like any emulator, it's sometimes the emulation of the game itself that isn't great and not the emulator itself. When an enemy is struck with a physical attack, any allies on the opposite side of that enemy will automatically perform a follow-up attack. A mark will appear if attacking this selected target will trigger their follow-up attack.
Forward.
This ends here.
My turn.
Can't hit him from there. His back is turned towards here.
You don't stand a chance.
I shall try my level best.
I really don't want him to get like mollywopped.
Allow me.
Shall we begin?
She's low. I didn't realize she was that low.
Allow me. Much appreciated.
There we go.
I will end this.
Ooh, that'll hit all three of them, dude. Ooh. Fallen enemies occasionally drop spoils. End an ally's turn on the square containing the spoils to claim it. Enemies can also claim spoils, so beware. This game is kind of, in a way, warming me up to be able to do the Fire Emblem retrospectives next year. Oh, I didn't explain how I'm going to be doing that. So what I'm going to be doing for the Fire Emblem retrospectives next year, because that's one of the, I hit the mic again, that's one of the main series I'm going to be covering. I decided that I'm going to start with 3 houses because there's one more house that I haven't beaten yet. And that's the Black Eagles route that, you know, most people honestly start with. But that's the route I'm probably going to do for that video. But maybe I'll come back and do update videos for each of the other routes, but I'm not really in the mood to replay all routes, so I'll just do the route I haven't done just to make it different for me. And after 3 houses is done, I'll let you guys decide what Fire Emblem games we do after that. Like, now that I've done 3 houses, you guys can pick any of the Fire Emblem games you guys want me to do next. You know, maybe it's the one with Lyn, or maybe it's Awakening, maybe it's Fates, whatever. But yeah, I'm also going to do Engage when that comes out, because honestly, right now, Octopath 2 and Fire Emblem Engage are probably the games I'm most hyped for. I'd probably still say the next ones are I mean, I'm thinking of Frontiers and Pokemon a little bit different, and Crisis Core Reunion a little bit different, because those games are coming out this year. Those other games I mentioned aren't coming out this year, so I'm not too worried about them. But yeah, on rare occasions, enemy will drop small boxes containing exquisite spoils. Allies do not need to pick these pick up these items. They are automatically required. Spoils cannot be used the moment they are acquired. You must emerge victorious to see the spoils you have obtained and claim them as your own. All unclaimed spoils will be lost once the battle ends.
My turn. I won't lose.
Ooh.
Did you see that? Superior. For the honor of House Wolfort.
Benedict is getting low. Delay its turn. She's coming up. Who's next? Is it? Oh, is it really that guy? 51.
Follow my lead.
Nice. She's not done yet, so I'd rather just leave her there. Oh, this is not going to go well.
You've left yourself open.
He's going to get rocked if we don't hurry.
Your wounds are
my apologies.
I will end this.
Oh, she can't do anything. Wait, why can't she even do that? Because she only has a single one? Kind of weird she couldn't do anything. Wait, how did he get double teamed? There was nobody on the other side just then.
This ends here.
She's dead. Dead. You're gonna replay Persona 5 on PC yet? Nope. I didn't know you had a Switch. Do Sacred Stones. Sacred Stones is the one I grew up with. I don't think I ever beat it though. It's like one of those games you played as a kid, but you definitely didn't beat it because that game was definitely too hard for you. Ooh, I don't have much place I can move. I'm actually completely surrounded. I can actually... Can I cut through them? Oh, okay. That's different. Okay.
I must find a way.
Are you that hurt? He's kind of hurt.
What have we here?
Let me show you what I've learned. Flame, heed my call.
Damn it! Over here.
Ooh.
Heal your wounds. Be at ease.
Thank you. Let's do now.
You need a
I'll try this.
recovery pellet.
From where shall
Right
we
away.
start?
This will finish him.
That hit the mark. To lead, I must throw.
There we go. Okay. He's not going to go around me.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
You need a recovery pellet too. Just in case. 'Cause he can hit you from there.
Cool heads shall prevail.
I'd rather them not be that. Keep facing that way. Oh, he just seismic tossed him. This game is not a kid's game. It definitely isn't. We got Tactics Ogre Reborn coming too. That's what I'm saying, dude. I was thinking about doing a strategy game video because Square actually was also kind enough to give me, alongside this game, they were able to give me a Dio Field, and I meant to make a video about that a hot minute ago, but I got super busy with work and I just haven't been able to do it. And at this point, it's been a hot minute since that game come out. And if you take a look at the Steam reviews of Dio Field, that game is mostly negative, and that is not good. I thought about making a video on just Square Enix strategy games, but the thing is, multi-game videos are hard to market, you know. So I don't know how to market these. Like, I thought about like, you know, these 2022 Square strategy games are, see what I'm talking about. They're hard to market because I can't just put triangle strategy in the title because the game is talking about 3 different ones, like especially if you're including Tactics Ogre Reborn. So it's like, it's hard to just market that.
You don't stand a chance. I shirk from no danger. From where shall we strike?
I would like to delay his turn, but he's still a bit away.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Yeah, we need to just kill this guy already.
My knowledge grows deeper.
I will end this.
What have we here?
For a better world.
I shall do what I can.
Everybody good? Everybody good?
Allow me. Much appreciated.
Charge!
I would have really appreciated Sarah No going first.
You don't stand a chance.
I got careless.
Oh, the seismic toss. All right, hold up. This might finish him with the double team, right? Okay, now that does show how much damage afterwards. Okay, finish it off, Benedict. Hey, I didn't lose anybody. Let's go. I didn't. That was probably my best run of that map. I mean, I know I've played it so many times, but still. Large HP recovery pellet and 2 iron. Oh, you had said what Trails game am I on? I'm still on SC. I haven't really played much of it.
The Wolfort Lordling.
What's that you say?
Wolfort? It can't be.
What are they doing here so damn soon?
This ain't what we planned for. Let's get out of here.
Yes, run, you brigands.
We're a bunch of no-good thieves. At least they know when they're in over their heads.
I would have preferred to apprehend them and see them atone for their crimes, but so be it.
Your bride-to-be is safe. Isn't that what matters?
My bride-to-be?
Like, I never understood this part. Serenoa, you came here at this location to meet your wife, your fiance. So now you see, you know, especially since she's of a race of people, you know, who have pink hair. They brought that up in the first cutscene before the fight. And you just happen to come to this location you're supposed to meet her in. Meet 2 people, 2 women being attacked by brigands. One looking, or both looking dressed better than the average person. One being the ethnicity of person you're expecting to meet here. What? No, I'm completely surprised.
My sincerest apologies. I had no idea we were being trailed by bandits. But where are my manners? I am Frederica of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I have come to fulfill our agreement. I am honored to join you in marriage and to call House Wolfort my new home.
The honor and pleasure is mine, Lady Frederica. Pray forgive me for not introducing myself sooner.
To think you'd fight at each other's side in battle before exchanging your vows.
That's probably a good thing.
I dare say that it bodes well for Wolfort that its new lord and lady make such a fine team.
Your Highness. Here you are. Why, the entire Kingsguard has been scouring the land for you.
Did you sneak out of the castle again, Roland?
When I heard my best friend's betrothed was arriving in Glenbrook, I simply couldn't miss the occasion.
While we appreciate the sentiment, perhaps you should have said something to the king.
I'm the least of my dear father's concerns. Though I suspect Huette will think otherwise. I suppose I'd best be on my way back. Rest easy, my fair Lady Frederica.
Bushirati.
I look forward to celebrating your union. Till we meet again.
You able to notice a ring that far away?
This ring bore the insignia of Glenbrook's royal family. Could that have been...
Prince Roland, King Regna's younger son.
So a lord and a prince drove off a band of brigands by their own hand. What a fascinating nation we've come to, Frederica.
This is Chile.
Or you 2 the guards that got mollywopped by a couple of rocks.
Famed is the martial prowess of the Wolforts. It was an honor to be able to witness it firsthand.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Serenoa of House Wolfort. And this is Benedict, trusted steward of my family.
It is my honor to serve Lord Serenoa in any and all matters.
On behalf of House Wolfort, I welcome you to our domain.
Chapter 4. I don't think I've seen past like the end of this cutscene.
What does the color of my hair mean to you?
I don't think there's a right answer here. Okay, so for the second one, I find your courage more noteworthy than your appearance. You held your own out there in battle. You don't say that to a woman. I'm sorry. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's great. Like your courage, you know, is even better than your appearance. What? So I don't look good? You know, like you don't say that. You do not say that. I think it's nothing to be surprised about. We have Roselle living in our very domain. Okay, so I'm not special. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. You're not. So I genuinely think the best version of what to say is, if it's not too forward to me to say so, I find it most beautiful. Y'all are supposed to be married. You better find her hair beautiful. And even if you don't think so, why would you not say that? Like her hair is a symbol of their people.
Too forward of me to say so. I find it most beautiful.
Thank you, my lord. But you need not flatter me.
I said only what I mean. I have always been fond of roses, and your hair is as beautiful as any of them.
I adore them too.
Ooh, they have something in common. You heard the little giggle at the end? You heard the little giggle at the end?
Then it would seem we have...
Yeah, Yaya's freaking binged this game.
Lady Frederica, everyone awaits. Allow us to escort you back to Castle Wolf.
Gee, my hair's getting in the way.
Thank you, Benedict. It would be my honor.
Okay, so that was the last cutscene I've seen. I haven't seen anything else after this. Besides this little thing here.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolford and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations. In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war.
I think there's a little side mission we can do. I don't know if it's all cutscenes or not, but...
To an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war.
But yeah, so a lot of those decisions I'll probably talk with you guys about when I'm going to make them, like kind of like what I just did, because from what I hear, this game's story can be completely different depending on what you say, you know, because like say your decision can decide if certain people will join you or not, or if certain people will leave you or not, you know, and because those characters aren't there, cutscenes can go a completely different way. Like say you meet somebody, but it turns out one of the characters in your party is actually related to the person from the story you're talking to. But because they're there, that person vouches for you being a good person. So you completely avoid any kind of bloodshed or anything like that. But if you did something earlier on and that character isn't there, then you have no way to justify, you know, if you're a good person or not. No way to verify that. So there's no way out of a battle and stuff like that, you know, which completely changes your ties to a whole another set of people. At least that's from what I hear. Like if the differences and stuff like that are that crazy. So I'm going to go to the encampment just to see. That loaded fast. Also, I do have a little bit of mods installed. I have the, it turns down the vignette a little bit. Like anybody who's probably played this game before knows the vignette is a lot stronger. I don't think there's a way to completely turn it off. I looked at the mod and I tried to change it to be more, but I think this is as most as you can turn off because there's no actual thing in the settings to actually turn it off. This humble merchant has brought the finest selection of goods from across the realm. Please have a look. At the provisioner, you can purchase items and accessories and sell unwanted items in your possession. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them. So remember to equip them to an ally of your choosing. This may be accomplished by the unit on the unit details screen, the inventory menu, or via the prompt that appears after purchasing the accessory. I think I'll buy 2 to replace what we used in battle. I don't want to buy anything too crazy though. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah, the game's fun from what I played, Oluvids. Dude, I love seeing the HD 2D games in such higher quality. So this is a side story. This is the Kingdom of Glenbrook, and we're in Castle Wolford. This is within the same... This is a different kingdom, right? Yeah, this is one of the other different kingdoms, I think. Okay, one's over there, actually. Yeah, I think this is of a different kingdom here. Oh, this is Roland's castle, I think. So I've never seen any of this now. Actually, I feel like there was another mission I did do on Switch.
I explicitly told him I wanted him
On a bridge. But, oh, I think that was from the demo. Okay, I've never seen any of this now, I don't think. Oh, this is Roland's brother.
Roland shrugged off the king's guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
Yeah, so whatever that other mission was, it was on that bridge, I'm pretty sure.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
But of course, Your Highness. The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself. Over there is Minister Exham Marshall of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know.
Who is that?
Sorsley End of Hyzant, yes?
Why are they stopping?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So him and the last guy are the same nation.
The Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
I think it's usual RPG length, probably like 50 hours, I assume. I didn't actually look though.
Said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
Actually, I can look on how long to beat. How long to beat Triangle strategy. Oh, this game's actually shorter than I thought. It's 34 hours. That's actually not bad. 34 hours for an RPG. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Not too bad.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family. Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead.
There's nothing wrong with taking a while to play a game. Going at your own pace is the way to go.
I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whitehome Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Everything is going to be all cutscenes, which I'm fine with. Ooh, this area is beautiful.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
Uh-oh. Huette, I assume.
At ease, Huette. I trust all was well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
For real, we could have used her in the last battle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Alright, I shipped them already.
Correct. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not. So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
So wait, do I get to fight in the tourney though?
Decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
Let's go, Huette. I like how detailed the sprite work is. You can clearly tell how they feel. Oh, that was it. Okay. Well. All right. Well, there's no other side stories, right? No other side stories. Well, everybody from the other kingdoms are all coming out for this tourney, it seems. So let's go ahead. Castle Wolfort.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Actually, hold up. Let me hit F9 real quick to save that recording. Then I'll hit it again to start a new one. And now.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Where's Eridor? Who is it?
Benedict. I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
I assume that's Eridor.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
I like his design.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
Is that his daughter or something?
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chamber.
They're a family.
As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eridor joins your forces. Cool. Strike enemies from the shadows. Anna's aptitudes in battle. Takes 2 actions in the same turn. Ooh, 2 actions in the same turn. Can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Why do I feel like she's going to be the best in the game? In any tactical game or anything like that, strategy game, where you could do 2 actions in 1 turn is broken. And the fact that she can conceal herself without having to use the terrain, that's broken. I'm confident she'll be like the best in the game. Unless someone else could do something similar. Or that's just a usual for this game. Shields allies with superb defensive capabilities. Draws the enemy's attacks. Counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. Cool. Seems like people that are necessary.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regna for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven.
That's the only thing about these, like, RPGs and stuff, like, not even just RPGs, these fantasy games and stuff, like fantasy games or fantasy TV shows. They always have these made up words. I'm trying to watch House of the Dragon and they're bringing up all these names and words and terms. I'm just like, what the freak did any of this mean? I feel the same way here.
And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney. Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all.
Who's broke?
I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health?
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle.
Oh, yeah, Anna. Okay, yeah.
Noah will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
I don't know why, but when you said broke, I thought you meant like broke as in she got no money.
Lord Simon.
No, they're saying Simone. Like, we can Gurren Lagann. Simone.
So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
I'm having this carbonated water. It's pineapple coconut. I know you can't see, but it's freaking great, dude. Carbonated water is good. Okay, I'll probably do one more mission. There's not another side mission, right? I want to do another battle. Anything pineapple's good. I think it's people don't like coconut. Okay, this is Anna. Oh, she's not. Look how I thought she would. She got like the scar. The unit details screen shows you unit stats and abilities. You can also equip accessories. Act twice. Oh, that's her battle one. Okay. Yeah, he seems like a loud guy. I like Sheila. Her porch is cute. Benedict doesn't look like he plays either. He don't play either. Yeah, I love the character art. I think it's the same person who obviously does Bravely Default. I would love to get back to Bravely Default too. The game's on PC now too.
I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho, the pleasure is all mine.
I didn't realize that Simon was his father.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort,
I got about 15 hours into it. I loved it. The characters were cool. The battle quotes were great. The music was awesome. I liked it a lot. But I got stuck on a boss fight and it was too hard.
I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
she self-deprecates a lot, and I assume that's going to be something about her character.
There is no need for such formalities, my
Maybe a lot of people who aren't aware of, like, maybe her hair is a symbol of bad, bad luck or something like that to a lot of people, and so she was mistreated a lot. Maybe not by her own family, but like by people that knew her and stuff like that.
You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
The music.
To give us more leverage.
That's some Kingdom Hearts level music.
With their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine.
Ah.
And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
Wouldn't she marry the prince?
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, wouldn't the prince have to get married? Why are they doing with House Wolfort? Yeah, I do. That's why I've been so busy and why my channel has not had any uploads. Editing those take a crazy long time.
Were to take a turn for the worse.
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
So they could just throw these guys away. It helps that they could, like, if things don't go bad, they do nothing but help the nation. But if things do go bad, it doesn't mean anything, because it's not like Sereno is the prince, and it's not like she's the Archduke, you know, or the elder sister.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
She's gonna say something. Oh, he's got... Okay, I felt a cough coming.
Father!
Lord Simone!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision.
Are you making me, like, take over your job?
As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort.
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Benedict's gonna be my lifeline, bro. Whatever he thinks I should do is what I'm gonna do. Legit.
Thank you, Father.
I mean, yeah, I still got a job, so I hope so.
By our people as you.
Oh, I just got a notification from myself that I'm live.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes.
I forgot. I put in the title that I'm playing it in JP, but I'm not. There we go. Meant to do that, but I did not.
Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person.
That false advertisement. Listen, I can explain. It's only been an hour, 29 minutes, and 55 seconds.
This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
He seems like a good man, though.
It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Jagan and Minister Lilac have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Oh boy. A young hawk soar is completed. Say your game. This game already has way more cutscenes than any HD 2D games I played.
A vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of
This lady's voice makes me want to go to sleep.
He must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
I feel like I gotta reread everything this lady says because like she's got one of those voices that I want her to read to me while I'm trying to sleep. I want her to read me to sleep. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort, inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon. He must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era. Arms, brave warriors. Oh shoot.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon.
Yeah, honestly.
You too have served an invaluable role in this.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to a battle, bro.
The news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise.
Prodigy told me this game is really cutscene heavy. Like it's really cutscene heavy.
Bannermen of Glenbrook would join with that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement...
That's none of your business.
Curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wilfort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolfort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both.
Dude, playing Tales of Arise was magical. I remember we were all just like playing through it for the first time. It was just such a great game. The music, the characters, the writing, dude. That game hooked you in early. Like, I can't see this man's face, but he a slave and I feel for him. You know, maybe it's the ancestry welling up within me, but I did not like that. I wanted my homie out of there. I'm gonna get you out of there. You don't belong in there. I'm gonna get you out of there. That was me. That was me talking to Iron Mask. I couldn't stop either. I loved that game.
I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolfort, as will I.
Oh.
Great. Go easy on the boy, my lady.
Oh. That and Neo The World Ends With You were two games last year I just couldn't stop playing. I just couldn't stop.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
Neo had me hooked. Oh, that game was so good. That game was so good. The way that game ended was great. That game ended amazing. It felt so down to earth. That was one of the most down to earth RPGs I've ever played. That in the Trails, the first game, it felt so down to earth.
Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will be...
I need to see her portrait art.
I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
I love how the lighting engine looks, dude. They were talking about the inspiration for the HD 2D style, and it turns out the inspiration of the HD 2D style was Chrono Trigger. It was the they specifically wanted the games to always look as good as the courtroom scene early in Chrono Trigger, because, you know, Chrono Trigger is one of the few SNES games that had its own lighting engine. That's why that scene just looks amazing, you know, especially for an SNES game. You think that'd be like a modern, you know, 2D RPG. Yeah, I retweeted the crap out of that. I was like, dude, I need the world to know this. Lord Dragon could be anywhere. I suppose it's a good opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be exploration phases. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information. From the people around you, obtain new items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. B to perform a dash. Okay. So I can just end it. Since you have made some questions regarding this joint venture, allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said that Lord Dragon's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. Yo, let's go. Hello, everybody that come in your house. I heard tell that Prince Roland is shirking his duty to the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. Dang, you're gonna talk about your prince like that? Dude, in other RPGs, you would never be able to move the camera. You'd walk into the house and it would be like this, and this is just it. You don't need to move the camera here, but the fact that you can, dude, I don't know, that just makes me really, like, I love 2D games. Like this game uses a 2D sprite work, and just look at all the frames of animation, dude. Like, there's so many frames of animation where it's 2D, but it works perfectly fine on a 3D, you know, space, you know? Like, dude, what? The fact that I can move it, dude, the fact that you see the world map out there, bro. Come on, dude. That is impressive. You see that we're on like a mountain, dude. That's impressive. That's very impressive. Because, like, there's no reason not to be able to, you know? Like, we could just keep going. Anna, by your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolford. I love that. I know that it's unpopular because people hate the bloom effect. I mean, you can turn it down and stuff like that. I have it turned down with a mod. You can find notes as the game progresses. I didn't necessarily care about turning it down, but the mod came with it. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Norzelia and its history. View notes. Okay, so War Chronicle. Okay, so we have volume 8. Up the Norzelia River and past a handful of craggy mountains lies the Asfrosti capital. Despite the blizzards oft swirling around it, the city itself is orderly and well maintained. The people who dwell there are spirited and undaunted. By working together, they have managed to thrive in one of the most inhospitable places in the realm. It is this fortitude that allowed Astfrost to grow into a nation to be reckoned with. Ooh, and just look at that picture. Astfrost's ironstone was carved out of a rocky mountainside, which is unusual but fitting for a land with countless iron mines within its borders. It functions as both castle and an iron factory. Skilled artisans in the Grand Duchy are brought to the castle where they mass produce ironworks and engage in technological research. Thanks to an enormous forge as large and as hot as the mouth of a volcano within the castle, they're able to create huge quantities of ironware and weapons on a daily basis for Astfrost's pride and joy, the Black Irons. Upon the castle's ramparts is arguably the crowning achievement of Asfrosti's ironworking, a gigantic bell, larger than the largest dragon. I cannot even begin to fathom how they managed to create such a beast. Each day the bell tolls the time for the people of the capital. It's so loud it can be heard all throughout the mountains and even has been known to trigger avalanches on distant slopes. There is no sight in the realm as impressive as the Hyzantian capital. This was Astfrost. Byzantine capital. After braving the vast desert, the first thing a visitor to this great city sees is a wall so huge. Oh my goodness. The first thing a visitor to this great city sees is a wall so huge. It does not look like it could have been made by human hands, the goddess's shield. Pass through the gate and you will emerge into a thriving metropolis of believers. Just beyond the streets lies the huge calm waters of the Source. Final Fantasy XIV? Unbelievable as it may seem, the city and the wall encircle the entirety of the Great Lake where all of Norzelia's salt originates. In the center of the lake towers a mountain-like statue of the goddess, an enduring symbol of the holy state's faith. Indeed, after beholding how Hyzant could not only survive in the middle of an inhospitable desert, but thrive, even an unbeliever such as myself started to think that the statue might actually be the goddess incarnate. In the palace in the city's center lives the Hierophant, who they say hears the voice of the goddess of salt herself. I imagine such a voice would be just as majestic and calm as the city she watches over. I like little notes like that. Trails does that same thing too. This room will allow you to view a summary of the story so far. Ah, okay. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. I wonder if there actually was another kid in here. You can see them hiding, like behind a bed there. I love that you read lore. I love reading the lore, honestly. You know, it just does nothing but make you more a part of it. To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think that, but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. The Salt Iron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. Oop. I thought a cutscene was about to start. Oh, a cat. Meow. Ooh, food. Oh, what's that? Recovery pellet. Cool. I assume talking to them starts side missions. Wait, doesn't a battle take place here in the demo or something? Maybe I did play a few missions. I don't remember any of the context for that stuff. $300. I definitely didn't just steal that. Hey, look at this. I'm the Lord of House Wolfforge. You guys owe me this tax, all right? This is the taxes you guys have to pay. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. Good. Carry on. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. I don't want to talk to people that'll start something. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear, a veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Thanks, random citizen. HP recovery pellet. I didn't need to go and buy them from the freaking merchant. Eridor, I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride to be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. When did you come there? You didn't go anywhere. You didn't help us out. Don't lie to me. I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host of such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Norzelia? I mean to be there when history is made. I have a feeling this event is what's going to cause everything to just spiral. A lot of folk have come to town for the ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in a wide-eyed wonder. What? Who is that guy? Oh, it's Dragon. This town is prosperous and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You're too kind, Lord Dragon. My apologies, but you are? The apologies should be mine. I'm Sereno Wolfort. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer. Rest assured, I shall be punctual in my arrival. I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift will best suit the union of you and Lady Federica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. He's indisposed at the moment. Okay, little girl. We're playing hide and seek until Doc comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. One of my favorite games. Barrels were always my favorite places to hide. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you could use that cleverness to help your father when you're older. I'm like, maybe I'm overthinking things, but why do I feel like this is going to save somebody's life? Like, what if because I know a battle takes place here. I remember it from like the demo or a trailer or something. And I'm wondering, like, if I tell her to hide in a barrel, what if she just stays in the barrel and never comes out? And she didn't die because she stayed in one of the barrels. Barrels, I would have never thought about, my lord. They'll never find me now. I speak from experience, they won't. However, there may be even better hiding places to be found around town. Right, my lord, I'll find a hiding place no one's ever thought of before. That was bad. I definitely shouldn't have did that. I'm gonna come back to this lady, and she's gonna wonder where her daughter is, dude. I really appreciate people who take their time with games and are there to connect with it instead of just trying to rush to the end credits, say you beat it. For sure, I'm not here to, just beat games, I'm there to experience them. That's what my channel's about. Sharing my experience with the game, not just to check off my backlog that I beat them, That's why I like taking my time with games. There's no rest for the young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land so we might share the weight of your duties. And just like him to gallivant off with nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is the chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? To a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridor told me, in perhaps more colorful words. It is the port of the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolford is nestled safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace. It sets example for the rest of the kingdom. I haven't known Eridor for long, but those words are undeniably his. Perhaps I ought to take a page out of his book, as I've done regrettably little relishing since I've arrived. You needn't push yourself, Frederica. Time is something we do not lack. Once matters have settled, I will give you a tour of Wolfort myself. Thank you, Serenoa. I very much look forward to that. Okay, well, I think that should be enough of the free time now, right? End exploration. Hold up. I read everything. I went into every house. I talked to every person. So, I don't think there's anything left. Yeah, I don't think there's anything left. Unless there's an item I missed, but I don't think so. Ooh. Oh, I saw something. Alright, let's end this exploration. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragon and I had best not arrive late. If someone dies because of this, I'll be upset. I would be very upset too. At the banquet...
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite.
Dragan.
Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
I remember back when LPs were first a thing, it was all about being the first person to play and beat a game on your channel. Nowadays, I notice that creators who focus on experience of the game do a lot better. I mean, it's true. Back then, everybody was trying to get part 1, part 2, part 3 out really quick, and for some that even survived all this time, they still kind of do that. When a new game comes out, they might drop 1 or 2 episodes, But for me, I feel like that's why I've always jived with like Nico B, who takes his time to really experience the game, read all the lore, talk to all the NPCs, do a lot of the side quests. You end up liking a game. The game will have greater staying power in your head the more you take your time with it. Now, I don't exactly rush games. Like when I'm really loving a game like Trails in the Sky, like I play it a lot. So, but just because I'm playing it a lot doesn't mean I'm rushing it. I still took my time to read a lot of the newspapers. I did practically every side quest in the game. I would talk to almost all of the NPCs in every freaking town. I took my time with that game because, again, some people don't realize there's a difference between beating a game and experiencing it. I can experience the game and beat it. But a lot of times if you're beating the game without experiencing it, that game's not going to stick in your head very long.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
Lord have mercy.
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Oh, Lord.
Satisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with
Oh, boy.
do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter.
Remember, like, since we're of Glenbrook, we have to, like, mediate this kind of thing.
That is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Is this the time and place for that, though?
Honored guests.
Yeah, but yeah, is this really the... Bro, this is a dinner party, man. Y'all need to just relax.
We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be.
Yo, Pop's coming in with the save. Let's go.
We do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
Yes, he's the Dawn Spear after all.
If I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Yeah. Good, good. Calming down now.
Our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Dude, are we gonna have time for another fight? I still have to record a long freaking video after this. The World Ends With You video is definitely gonna be over. It's gonna be over 40 minutes long for sure. There's a side mission.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
If we have to end before doing the fight, I guess the tourney will be a good place to start next stream, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely going to be 40 minutes, I think. I mean, it's 15 pages. The 3 script's pretty long. It's pretty long. It's not as long as Chrono Trigger, which was over 30 pages. That was like, I think it ended up being like 40 pages. I don't even remember how long it was. Actually, I can check real quick just to see. I haven't looked at the Chrono Trigger script in a minute. It is 48 pages. Yeah, the 3 video still ain't it still ain't as long as that. So still ain't as long as that.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth.
It's true, if he's having dinner, he might as well have dinner with his daughter.
He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patria.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind.
Well, Roland's always going to be my homie. You're not.
But be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
Brother.
I don't care for her voice at all. The direction of it.
I yield.
Dude, his design?
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow, in the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Yeah, he came in clutch in that last fight.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Yo, what are you doing? Notice how it kept his name as Masked Man, despite us clearly calling him Sir Maxwell. The banquet ends without an incident, and everyone breathes a sigh of relief. Dragon, however, has something on his mind. Okay, part of me thinks maybe I should end here, because it's going to show the aftermath of that. Maybe I'll get one more chance. Maybe it's already 5 o'clock. Now is the best place to end. Now is the best place to end, because I don't know how long the cutscenes are going to go on from here. Okay, so next time we'll go on with the main story where it talks about how Dragon has something on his mind, likely after the dinner party, and that'll lead us directly into the whole tourney thing. So Roland's not part of our team just yet, but he will be. So hopefully I can actually have all 7 people with us next time, and I don't have to like have somebody sit out, because if I do have to have somebody sit out, I might take out Benedict. I don't want to take out Eridor just because of what he's supposed to be able to do. Provoke. Chance to infuriate all enemies. That's pretty good. Raise your movement by 1 for 10 turns. Is that something I can cast on other people, or is it just him? Act twice. Grants 2 actions during a single turn. Can only move once. That's fine. Throw poison. Take cover. Learned at 6. Ah, okay. Well, she's not going to be super broken at first. Hawk dive. Dude, I'm so excited to get some of these. Okay. No worries. I'm sorry it was only 2 hours. I know I'm used to doing, well, for a while we were doing like those 5, 6, 7 hour streams and stuff like that. But I gotta gradually make my way to being able to do that again. After like 2 or 3 months of no streams, I gotta get better at doing it. Plus, I don't want my voice to be destroyed when I go to record this video. So we're gonna take a break for a bit, half an hour, and then get into recording stuff. But that was really fun. I'm excited to play more of this. Honestly, I really enjoyed it. The voice acting is better than I remembered it being, so that's very good. But yeah, I'm excited to play more. Thank you all for coming out. Again, we're gonna have a lot of fun next year. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. The Chrono Trigger. I'm looking at the Chrono Trigger script. The World Ends With You video is going to be coming out soon. I'm going to go ahead and record it and get that all edited. I don't think editing is going to be that difficult, if I'm honest. I do need to make sure I have everything I need for the B-roll and stuff. So if I don't end up editing it tonight, tomorrow's goal will be to be editing that. If I plan on streaming Triangle Strategy every other day. So yeah. In the meantime, so I guess I will see you guys Wednesday. I'll go ahead and schedule that stream. I will see you guys Wednesday for more Triangle Strategy. Tomorrow I will continue to work more on this video and get that out. So if I can have this video out by Friday or Saturday, dude, I am golden right now. That's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, you can also show your extra support by becoming a member over here or becoming a patron. Both financially support the channel, and you get little perks and stuff that you'll be able to enjoy for the channel as well. But thank you all so much for watching. My name is KingdomAce. Remember, everyone, to play some games, have some fun, and enjoy your day today. Goodbye. 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 Bye.